So before we get started, I'm going to give you some reference. I'm sure most of you already know this. This yellow line right here is the ecliptic, or as some call it, the plane. And this line here is the center. So what you want to look for is these lines that are coming downward. So this line here is the orbit, and then as you can see it's moving down towards planet Earth. But I wanted to show that to everyone before we start the orbit diagram, so you all know that it's coming downward. So now we're going to look at this object. I don't like rotating it or moving it around. As you can see, sometimes you can get it off. This is the area we want to focus on. Now I'm going to bring it in for you. And I'll usually step it in. Now they calling this 0.7 lunar distance. I'm going to back it out again. Change the angle in case we're missing something. There you go. So I'm going to step it back. And that's approximately 0.7 lunar distance. There's our rock, planet Earth. I'm going to step it back. The moon is right here. And I'm going to change the angle to check on the debris field. So it's basically coming in from the side, as you can see. We're going to check it right here. So really, there's no threat. Now once it passed the orbit of the Earth, notice these lines here. Now it's, it was coming downward, and now it has changed. This is the ecliptic, like I was stating. This is the reference, and if you bring it up you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to change the angle and see what it looks like. Now see, that looks a lot closer, but it's not. And like I say, you can change this up and you can really get it messed up. So I don't often try to change it myself. You see what I mean? It came through about that area right there, which is 0.7 lunar distance. I'm going to start the orbit diagram again in case or should I say, I got it out of the orbit. So now I'm going to bring it back in. I have not touched the orbit diagram or try to move it, swing it around, because you will get it out of the orbit diagram. Will move, it'll be out of its area. But it's coming downward very heavy. Okay, now let's look at it. That's about 0.7. You see, if you change the angle, that is not, okay? That would be, if it was coming in, you know, in a different angle, I would be concerned about the debris field. That is approximately 0.4 lunar distance. I'm going to bring this up slowly so we don't mess with it. And then I'm going to pull it back. You see what I'm talking about? So you can really get it off bad if you're not careful. That's why one coming down in an angle like that, if you play around with it, you're going to mess it up. Okay? But I really don't see any reason to even be concerned about the debris field. And like I stated, you know, about the ecliptic, I'm going to go back. So we could be entering a little bit of a debris field, but basically I'm not very concerned about it, and neither should you. And we are going to look at this other rock that is coming in, which is 2021 GT4. So let's check that out and see what we have over there. So this is 2021 GW4, and it's coming in not so much as a steep angle. If so, these lines would be very long through here. Now this is 0.1 lunar distance. That's extremely too close. And the width of the Earth, as far as the width, excuse me, is approximately almost 8,000 miles. It's 7,900 miles, so half of that would be about 3,900 miles, or close to 4,000 miles. I'm talking about the width of the Earth. And this rock is coming in within 5,000 miles. So the width of the Earth would equal the width of this. That's pretty close. They have it very accurate, from what I understand. And if we change the angle without messing it up, which is sometimes very difficult, I'm checking out the debris field. Now, to me, I don't know about you guys, but to me, this debris would be in the back, and I'm only concerned when the rock passes in front of planet Earth, because then the planet will go through the debris field. So I'm not very concerned with this one. I'm really not. I'm going to back it up again to check it. It looks like planet Earth is going to miss this rock and debris field, but it is a condition code 8, same as GW3. We're going to go backwards and check it again. This time I'm going to raise it up so we can see it from a different angle. This is what you want to look for. That's pretty scary right there, isn't it? But it looks like we're gonna miss the debris field and the rock itself. So I'm not very concerned about this one. Now, if the angle was different, let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. If this rock passed something like that angle right there, okay, and this is what I'm going to show you. But it looks like no matter what I do, it's not going to pass. Okay, this is just an example. This is not the right angle. Okay, so the rock just passed the planet right here. Well, here's the debris field that is in the back. You see what I'm saying? But this is not the right angle. So I'm really not concerned with this one. You know, it's just the thing about these rocks, they're very uncertain. And this is a condition code 8, so that's telling me that they are uncertain of it as well. They are uncertain about the size, the date that it's coming in, as well as, see that? That's not the right angle, okay? As well as the size. I'm going to step this back. The reason I have it in this angle is so that you can see what I was talking about. For example, that angle. If that rock was coming in that kind of angle, I would be very concerned, because this is where the debris would be. So I hope that gave everyone a different perspective. I was not concerned about it, especially after looking at the orbit diagram, and neither should you.